All right, so I'm here with Gracie and we are working on our sits and downs. Sit and down are nice beginner behaviors to teach, and it's really good to have a strong sit and a down because there's so much you can do with it. So I start with sit. I basically use a food lure, but Gracie basically, she already knows what sit means. She just needs to learn that when I ask for it, she must do it. So what I want you to do at home is I want you to practice this with Gracie. I want you to have your little treats handy, and I want you to practice sitting down. So I'm releasing her. When she comes back, Gracie, good girl. So I'm just going to reward that because she came back on her recall. Basically, what I'm going to have you do is I'm just going to have you guys say sit, good, and release. Okay. So we're going to be saying it, sit, reward, release. Okay, nice job. Gracie, good girl. Again, just having her come, giving her a reward because she came with her name. Sit, good girl. Okay, release. Sit, good. Okay, release. It's right there, bud. Go get it. Gracie! Yes, good girl. All right, the second part of that, which is a little bit harder, I'm going to have you work on downs. Now, downs can be a little bit trickier because we ask for sit all the time. And puppies will tend to kind of do whatever works for them, which right now it's worked so well for her to sit in the past, so she's just going to be doing it a lot. So the way that I teach sit is I use a food lure, and I take the food and I bring it from her nose down to her toes. Whoops. And then when her butt pops up, I'm going to be picking up the treat. Now, Gracie gets a little bit nervous, so we've been working on this. And before, when I put my hand down, she would jump back completely. Now she's not jumping back, she's staying in the game. But again, whoops, she needs to learn, she learns that when her butt pops up, whoops, the hand goes away. Let's start again. Sit. So this week's, whoops, sit, down. Whoops. So this week, what I want you to practice, using, whoops, using this food lure and bringing it from her nose to her toes. And if her butt pops up, just simply take the food away. What'll happen, whoops. What'll happen is eventually she learns that when her butt pops up, the food goes away. So she'll want to keep her butt down much longer. Oops, hi, sweetie pie. And then eventually when her butt stays down and her shoulders hunch over, that position gets a lot heavier, or harder rather, and they tend to just drop their elbows. Now, if you get Gracie to do that, what I want you to do is I want you to jackpot her with food treats for dropping her dropping her elbows on the ground. Sit. Good. What you can also do is you can also capture this behavior, which essentially means when you see Gracie do it without asking for it, you're going to reward that. And she learns, oh, I just get food when I lay down. Nice job, good girl, nice job, yay, good girl. So what happened right there is her whole body was on the ground. And once she did that, I jackpotted it and I put a whole bunch of yummy good treats on the ground. Oops. Sit down. Oops. See if we can get one more good one like that. Oops. A little distraction. Oops. So I want you to have these training sessions nice and short. We're going a little long. So I'm going to actually end here. I'm going to end on a good note, a couple of good sits that I know she knows. Sit. Good girl. Okay, nice job. And then what I want you to do now is I want you to practice this a few times a day, and eventually after, you know, if you're persistent, when you're doing the downs, once she figures out that she wants, sorry, my low battery thing came up. Once she figures out, that you want her to have her elbows on the ground, she will really quickly figure out that that's what gets her the treats. And that's when you will see all of a sudden when you start to say down, her elbows drop. Right, kiddo? All right, good luck.